What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video. Now today, let's go ahead and lock in, man. We got the millionaire who got charged with a deadly weapon assault. Now, what could he have possibly done? I don't know. You got millions of dollars and you got charged with a felony. What could possibly have happened? Let's check it out.
Body cam footage shows the aftermath of an enraged and wealthy driver who rammed his Porsche into a traffic control construction worker.
He comes to a stop, and then I'm like, all right, back. So I stop like this to stand in front of him, and then he continues to accelerate into my legs to get me to move out the way, and he's like looking at me like yelling, and that's when I got mad. I was
you're yelling at him to stop.
Yeah, I'm like, you need to stop. Yeah, but he could like, I understand when somebody lets go of their brakes and then their car hits you a little bit. This dude pushed my legs in with his car. Like,
I made any medical.
No, trust me. I've been
but the car definitely did hit you.
But he hit me like he stepped on the gas to get the fuck out of his way, and that's what he was implying.
Even after, I know this is stupid because we're between, this is a crash hit and run, and between this is like an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, so
it goes from one criminal charge to another criminal charge. One's felony,
so
I'm just trying to make sure I have all the elements.
Yeah, so I mean, I have like the whole crew of people that seen it down there because they was all on the equipment, so they watched all of this go down, and they were like, "Yo, what the f is he doing?" So I said, "Stop."
Yeah.
He pushes his car right up on my legs and tries to move me out of my way. And then that's when I'm like, yo, you're seriously gonna fucking hit me with your car right now? And then he's like, oh, like, I need to go and turn left here. Like, I need to turn left. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. You're not gonna hit me with your car. Trying to meet me out your way. And then he was like, oh, I didn't mean to. And I was like, no, bro, that's not.
So you let him know that he hit you?
Yeah, I let him know. I let him know that
I didn't
my legs. Yeah, and then he drove off. So.
All right. So it sounds like this is more of an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Is that how you want to pursue with things? Do you want to pursue with charges for that?
I mean, to be honest with you, yeah. I just don't have any, like, I'm not physically hurt. So, I mean, but if that still counts under it, then
if we have witnesses and you're saying that the vehicle did touch you.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm not doubting you on that at all. That dude drove his
whole
leg into my leg.
I don't know if I can second this. This is like either somewhere in California or somewhere in Florida, because they got palm trees. I don't know if I would have caught the cops on this. I don't know.
And tried to push me like with his car for a second, and I was like, bro.
All right, you can use the back of my car. I just need basic information here at the top. Just explain the whole situation. You're here directing traffic, and then what happened after that. I mean, be as clear as like the stuff I told you to repeat. Just kind of repeat that in there.
After finding the location of the possible suspect at a nearby home, an officer checks with the residents there.
Hello? You Donald? They're Donald that resides here, that drives that?
Yes.
Come here. Where is he? Is he friendly?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hello.
That's a big house.
All right.
Okay, here. Come here. Hello. How are you?
Good. I just got some questions for you today. Before I ask the questions, I gotta read you something from this card.
Okay.
I'm Deputy Lane with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. I'm here investigating an aggravated battery. I have to read you the back of the card now. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. Do you understand these rights?
Sure.
Okay. With these rights in mind, are you still willing to talk to me?
Gee, I don't know. I don't even know what this is about.
I said it's in reference to an investigation for an aggravated battery.
Me?
Yes.
Again, I don't even know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Charlie 111 Flagler. I'm 1012 with my suspect. I mean, it's a yes or no. Are you still willing to talk to me?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I don't know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So earlier today, were you driving that Porsche?
I was.
Were you on Camino del Rey with all that construction going on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was.
Now everything's starting to jog his memory.
Do you mind just telling me what happened with the person directing traffic, if you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I think I do.
Okay.
They wouldn't allow us to turn left there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of commotion. Traffic was going through real fast, and a lot of different things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Can I go straight And he said yes. So I went straight and then come back down so I could turn into this, make a left turn in there because they weren't allowing us. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay. Yeah. So I went that way, and sure enough, there was a lot of traffic there, so we waited. So we all waited a little while longer, and finally it went to slow in that lane. So I pulled out, and what you're talking about, there was a fella, when I started going down, hoping that I'd get down there and make that left turn because all this equipment was parked there. So when I went down there, I could see a fella come out. There was one guy on the left and another one came out on the right side, and he came running up to me like this, and he ran up to the hood of my car.
Yeah.
And he ran right up to the hood of my car.
Yeah.
And he hit my car. I was stopping at the time. So I walked around to the window and he says, "What are you f***ing trying to run over me?" And I said, "No, I'm sorry if you thought that. I was stopping. You ran up to my car and I was moving slow. I mean, it was maybe 1 mile an hour because we were almost stopped. I mean, I didn't hit that person, if that's where you're going with all this. He ran right up to the car and hit the front of the car."
So that it wasn't your intention to hit him?
Of course not.
Because, I mean, he's claiming that he had you stopped and then you revved your engine and went into him, and I have 2 witnesses also corroborating that story.
Other workers there?
Yeah.
No, I never. He came
I ain't gonna
right
count.
up to me.
The house look like this. He gonna have a lawyer to beat this
It was just
easy.
you? Okay.
And he came right up to me, and I think he hit the car, and he said, "Stop." And the car might have moved right there. He was running. I mean, he was not running fast, but he was coming up there like that, and he got in the car. And I mean, why would I run over somebody? I mean, that's just somebody maybe is looking. I'm driving a nice car, maybe taking advantage of the situation.
I could see if he just claimed that we had no other witnesses, but I mean, the other witnesses' stories were almost exactly the same, and I spoke to them, you know, separately, making sure I'm doing my due diligence with the investigation here. And they both described the same exact incident, that you came out into oncoming traffic, not listening to them.
It wasn't on listening.
I know, it's not oncoming. No, I know it's not oncoming traffic. It was down to 1 lane, but it was still a lane that you weren't supposed to be in at that time. And they said you were impatient. You came out and then you stopped, and then he's waving you down, told you to stop, and then he's waiting for the other traffic, and then that's when you hit him with the car.
There was no other traffic, and I didn't hit him with the car. He ran up to the car. I mean, with the confusion going on, the car could have lunged a little bit, but nothing like I gave it the gas and tried to run him over or anything like that.
Okay. That's not like a manual transmission or anything like
Pardon
that?
me?
It's not a manual transmission? It's automatic?
It's automatic.
Okay, all right.
They had all sorts of aggravated people trying to turn around on the road, trying to go that
I understand.
way.
All right.
It was a
If
mess.
you wouldn't mind with me just standing at the end of the driveway, we're going to have the victim come and drive by and see if he can identify you.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind just standing over here in the grass,
Sure.
that'd be appreciated.
Claiming he was hurt or something like that, or
He's not claiming he was hurt, but he was claiming he was hit by a car. And in the state of Florida, that counts as aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. The way he and
is so
2
false.
other third-party witnesses
you're going to jail,
are stating
buddy.
It happened is you were impatient, you came out, and you saw that he was there, and then you revved your engine and kept claiming you need to get around him, and then that's when you struck him with the vehicle, pushing him back.
When he was there, he was in front of the car. He stopped, so I couldn't go anywhere, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I tried to explain to him, I'm just trying to turn left into
I ain't
this
gonna cap.
intersection.
I ain't gonna cap. Now, is he right for hitting him with the car? No. Would I have took it as far as calling the police and this, that, and the third because he's trying to make a left turn, bro? It's not that deep. Like, you said it yourself, you're not hurt, but at what point was it that deep that you had to call the police? I'm not necessarily, I'm thinking he got out the car and pistol smacked somebody or something. This dude talking about he tapped me with his car. Come on, man. This the type of shit that just
Being
like...
a yellow jacket who's directing traffic around, construction going on, you need to abide by the traffic control devices that they have set up.
Well, it was confusing because it had turned
Talking
slow.
about making
It
excuses.
turned slow, and then the sign went to slow, and I couldn't tell how many cars.
10-4.
There were other cars that were workers in that lane.
Okay. Just stand right there for me, okay?
Don't stay here.
Yes, just just until the patrol car passes by.
Did he explain to you what we're doing?
Yeah, he said.
Why are you 214?
He said that I'm pretty much gonna like identify him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is right there on that little bend before we came in, or not like I guess on that side. If we would have kept going straight, this is where he actually did it, and then he said he had to turn in left. He was freaking out saying he had to turn left.
Officers then conducted a show-up as part of their investigation. These are used in instances when a suspect is apprehended in close proximity to the crime and within a reasonable time frame. In addition to location and timing, if the physical description reasonably matches the suspect, a show-up may be performed. During a show-up, multiple procedures will take place. The victim and/or witness will be transported to an appropriate location to identify the suspect. In the case of multiple victims and/or witnesses, they must be separated. Victims and/or witnesses will be notified
this is
beforehand
overly
that
deep
the suspect
over
may or
nothing.
may not be the perpetrator. Immediately after the show-up, the victim or witness should provide a statement about their level of confidence in the identification. People involved are prohibited from making any suggestive remarks that may sway the identifier one way or the other, and the show-up must be thoroughly documented regarding each and every detail.
Look at how he's standing.
I mean, he's got his glasses off, but yeah, it's the same shirt, and it's literally the same hair.
Alright, so are you 100%?
Yeah, it was like literally the exact same Porsche. The only thing that's different now is he doesn't have his sunglasses on, and I think he was wearing a black hat too, but I don't think he's got that on either.
So the only difference, he just doesn't have his...
He just doesn't have the glasses and the hat on, but the same gray hair, the same face, the
How the
same
hell you
shirt.
see all that with all that on?
I mean, based on the witness statements, based on the victim identifying you as driving the Porsche that he photographed, you know, hitting him, I have probable cause to make an arrest for a aggravated battery.
Craziest thing I've ever, like he was hit with a car.
Okay. I just got a few more questions for you. Do you know what year it is?
Do I know what year it is?
Yes. I know they're going to sound crazy. It's just something I have to put in my report.
1922.
Okay, do you know who the President of the United States is?
Biden.
Do you have any weapons on you? Anything I should be aware of?
He said 1922. Was he being funny?
Knives, guns, anything
On me?
like that? Yeah, on you.
No.
You don't have anything? Okay. You've been compliant with me. I don't have to put the handcuffs on behind you. I'll just put them on in the front so it's more comfortable while we drive down. Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, he's arresting me for some loony that is claiming I hit him with the car. And he ran up, put his hood on the car, put his hands on the car, and there were his other buddies were standing there and probably, and then he was swearing, cussing, and said, you gonna run me over or something like that. No.
So if you wouldn't mind just putting your hands out like that.
Let me.
Oh, this is absurd.
This is absurd.
You
This
know
is
what this is all
peculiar.
about. Okay. Okay. You're not having any medical complaints?
Right now?
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he is old as
Am I
shit.
just walking me down to my car over here?
So where
I can-
are you going?
I can explain everything to you. We'll just do it at my car once he's, you know, secured in my back seat, and I'll let you know.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. So before I put you back there, I just have to pat you down just to make sure. There's nothing else on you that I should be aware of? Any other property?
But I bet he never thought in his life he would ever be taken to jail.
And then that's made so that I can buckle you.
Okay.
Yeah, he old as shit.
Short neck.
Sorry about that. All right. I can open that partition for you to let some AC back. It is going to get a little hot because it's not easily ventilated. Earlier today, he was driving with Porsche. What happened was, according to the victim and two other witnesses, he cut out into the oncoming lane against their wishes. They're telling him, "Hey, stop, stay here, and you can't go." He cuts out. Then he was told to stop by our victim. The victim, comes over, has him stop. He apparently stops in the roadway, and then he's standing in front of the vehicle, and then that's when he revs his engine and drives into him.
Yeah, that's hard for me to believe.
Oh
because
my
he is a
God!
gentleman.
Look at you, Becky. Becky, get back in the car. Get back in the house, Becky.
Like I said, two witnesses, and the victim's
Look at
statements,
her.
they're all
Look at
exactly
her.
the same. I had to drive
back and forth to different locations where these workers were, and I asked them these questions, you know, separately, and they all gave the same exact story.
Well, maybe they all talk to one another, you know,
See,
instead of, hey, oh,
that's
here
why-
we go.
that's
Here we
why-
got a guy in a Porsche. Let's just
That's
screw him
why
over.
it was.
But he's
handled
not-
the way it
he's
was.
not
They had
suing
no
for
idea the
money or
police were
nothing like
called.
that.
It was actually the victim. He called on his own. It wasn't like a job site. They were like, well, "What are you guys here for?" They had no idea. So
I just find that really, I mean, you would not.
Well, he did.
He's
I
the
understand.
kindest man you've ever met in your life.
I understand, but that's
Not
what
that
was
day.
going on.
So now what
So
happens?
he's going to be transported down to the Flagler County inmate facility in Benel.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
He committed a felony. That's why
Oh,
we're doing it the way we're doing it. I don't have any discretion when it comes to making a felony list.
All right, so you're taking him to you're taking him to prison?
The jail, man.
Can I go there now? Or can he come out of here once?
It's gonna be a while before he's booked in. It's gonna be at least 2 hours before he's booked in, and then
Sir, stay over there.
he was over.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
All right. Any further questions?
look at how they walk.
So do you have a phone number or anything I can call there? Or I mean,
You
can
can.
he come over? He's going to be with me.
Yes. Yeah. You can come over.
Come over here, Mike.
My partner wasn't here. He didn't know you were here as well, sir.
They're going to take him to jail.
So we have probable cause for he committed an aggravated battery with his vehicle when he struck one of the
He look mad as
workers over
fuck.
there who were directing traffic. We had 2 witnesses.
Bro,
who
it's
were,
not that
completely
deep.
Separate. When I interviewed them, you give the exact same story as to what happened, so what the victim was claiming.
Understand. So what's the bail requirement?
That's set by the jail. I don't personally set that.
So what happens now? Do I have to get a lawyer?
That's down the road. He's gonna see a judge for first appearance, and then
I'm going to keep him overnight?
I don't know. Maybe it's possible. This isn't a domestic case, so he doesn't have to stay overnight. I don't personally set that. That's all set by the jail. I just drive there and type out the arrest.
Deputy Lane, you're doing your job. I can explain all this to her.
Oh no, he cool. He cool.
Okay.
Understand.
And he got a Nuremberg shirt on.
It's messed up.
They probably really are into cars.
It is what it is.
Try a better day.
We've been following this case for the last 2 years
It
as
took
it's
2
worked its way
years?
through the Florida court system. Donald was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Court records indicate, as part of a plea agreement, Donald would plead guilty to battery and avoid jail time contingent on completing a diversion program involving anger management. He was also ordered to pay several $100s in fines and court costs related to this matter. Court records indicate that he completed the diversion program successfully. Accordingly, his felony charge was downgraded to a simple battery, which will remain on his criminal record. Court records also indicate he was represented by a private attorney, which may have anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 for defense in a felony criminal case like this.
But hey, they did their job. They got him up out of there. Whoo-wee! Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like that one was kind of blown out of proportion. You could have just took your lick. I wouldn't have pressed charges, but that's just me, you know. Y'all getting the comment box. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I wouldn't have took it that far. It really wasn't that deep. You weren't hurt. This, that, and the third. You're mad and you called the police. It's crazy. But maybe that's just me looking at it from my lens. I'm looking at it from my point of view. Y'all let me know what y'all would have done in this situation. Would you have called the police? Or would you have just went on about your day? It's your boy Key checking in, checking out. I'm gone.